May I take it that the Assembly wishes to adopt draft resolution A/70/L1? It is so decided.
My name is Bernard. I'm 54 years old and I was born in Domil. I've lived here and I've seen people living in isolation, scattered, and thinking about their own problems. Never thought of working as a community together and address their problems. Our rural population is confused between two worlds of modernity and traditional values. From where we are now and where we'd like to be is the biggest challenge of our community. I know that 193 nations have sat together to decide on the future of this planet by agreeing on 17 Sustainable Development Goals. But I also know that this can only be achieved by all of us working together, starting from where we come from. For me, it's Domil.
Sustainable Development Goals are not going to be easy. We all know that. They are a very ambitious set of goals, but they're also doable. But they're doable only if countries, the planet comes together, people come together, leaders really accept the challenge, and they say, yes, if we cooperate and collaborate together, we can do this together.
I know that it may sound funny or unrealistic that we have formed our own government with chairperson and ministers, but we strongly believe that by regaining our control over decision making, that we can make the difference. Having our own community government helps us, in fact, to create partnership with the district, provincial government and development partners. And one thing I'm really proud of is that we have a chairperson and a chairwoman, and that is the first time that's ever happened in Domil.
No country in the world can achieve real development without including all of the people in that community, and that includes, of course, 50% of any community is going to be women. And the great thing about Domil is that they are really, women have always worked hard, they've always done a lot of the laboring, a lot of the agricultural productivity comes from women and so on, and they can also see the benefit that it is leading to their families, to their children and so on. So they're being recognized for their contribution, firstly by the men.
When I was a small boy, our houseman system it's okay. And the men always stay in the houseman. And the women, they didn't come into the houseman. They bring the food, they come to the door and they send the food in. They didn't work right in the houseman, no. But now we can give a space from the women, and two wings can fly good. So.
Before Olman also Paiti Mary, Olman is also Paiti Mary, but Mibla working mouse man na Mibla working decision man is sorry lo Mibla. Na all working mouse Mary blow Mibla. House Mary blow Mibla na Mibla star in the house Mary na Mibla working decision one time na all talk no lo Paiti Mary. Na gender equity Mibla put him. Na now all the Paiti Mibla. 2 or 3 Mary staff one bla Angma blow one bla man. All planti pignini, all the salugotin pignini good. Na pigni all golorot na sort of kai na money lo school fee problem. But now mi bla one stop and mi bla ina blo lugotin pigni blo mi bla one. Yes, kaskas also sleep and up on the way yeah. Do I earn golongen himself sleep? And what else? What else? Yes, snake also sleep and up.
I am a pig. I can break the fence.
Very good.
If you look at, I gave the example of girls in school. You look at how many girls in Domil are attending school and continuing to attend it. You look at the way in which girls are being supported through homework by their own parents, by their families in Domil. You look at what is that creating for the future of this country. It's creating a skills base, that confidence amongst young girls, that yes, they can be leaders in that community. You look at the leadership role models in Domil, and there are some really powerful women there, really taking the lead and saying, yes, together we can do this. Not excluding men, saying, yes, we need men and boys, you also need to support us, because without you we can't do it. But you also need to recognize women and girls, and it's a very, very powerful combination.
We had to think of a project that would bring the community together once again. That's when we thought of using the cassava, which grows in abundance here, base for chicken feed, and start our own poultry production. The idea was to add value to the raw materials, and the same concept was applied to coffee. While we used to sell 1 kilogram of coffee for 3 kina to a middleman, now by sending to a factory that returns to us green bean, we can sell it for 7 kina per kilogram. With the help of the European Union and the UNDP, we have put in place a slaughterhouse that is already functioning. That is allowing us to process chickens, cassava feed, and cassava flour for local markets and local consumption.
What we're doing is using Domil, working with them to be able to say, look, if Domil can do it, other communities can also do it. We're not trying to show to people that, investing more and more resources in Domil is not the answer. It's not just about financing and resources. Those things are important, and no community can do it by themselves. So we need to have the right partnerships. People need to understand that in doing all of this, we can't have one part of the country doing really well, one village doing really well, and everybody else poor, because that will just cause more grievance. all the community comes together, the adults, the young people, the people who perhaps have got some form of disability, the people who are from different ethnic groups, perhaps living either in the village or just outside, who are able to go and tell the story of what's happening in Domil to the rest of the Jivaka and so on. When all those things combine, you have then the recipe and the ingredients for something which is unique but can be scaled up on a level and can really make transformation happen. When people don't have access to clean water, what will happen is people start using other water sources which perhaps are not as clean and as safe for people. So you then get diarrheal diseases, you start to get other health issues and so on. In Papua New Guinea, the wonderful thing is that the majority of people do have access to some water sources. The issue is how can we make sure that they don't just use any water, but they have access to clean water and they know how to purify it if needed and then be able to use it.
This is first storage tank where people have been come up in. I'm taking 30 plus cement back, one time gravel, fine sand, people like some again, come, people are walking this first storage tank. This water tank, I'm come out of Long Mountain, 3 kilometers something, and water I'm come out of Long Mountain. This water tank, I'm funding come along European Union. Now, maybe I've been walking. Now, this water, 900,000 liters. Now, I've been helping 1,800 population. Now, I'm so helping 2 long old garden. Kaya maybe planning them, maybe so put him long garden too.
Before the time long, sun is strong na time mama mi pla water mol plant na kisimwara mi pla go down the hill. Down lo through sa taking 2 hours. Lo kisimwara na lo cook I get lo walk laundry em sa gina talk lo mi pla. But mi amma so sem through lo this la project through lo funding long European Union. All funding this la water supply now em help mi pla all mama pikini all lapun. Wara em stop laos duan em mi pla go through. So I'm in a saving time, lo mitlo mama, lo make him large walk too.
We have come a long way. It's 24 years now, trying to make our way to come out of the rural setting. From poverty, we have to escalate and come out of this situation. And we have come down to the last resource that we have, that is cassava and sweet potato. That's what the poorest of poor live on. And we are adding value to this with the blending of science and technology, downstream processing into stock feed. And now we are at the stage of getting this product out into the market. And we're just about getting there. Once we get this into full production, I'm sure our dream will be fulfilled.
Cassava first time emplo pick tasole. Tasol now through lonari now mi plakan kisimol tribe la olsem na. Now case crop now. Mi plakat mini meal blom staff we mi play na plo make him stock feed out lo cassava na. Tum plakan make him flour na starts na story my way. First time no got welly. But me and maso senari in a play me plalo disla. No disla garden now me inaplong afestim na polapim lo 4 plow 5 la bags na very heavy one na mi plakan sanapim also and long pla to na
About the chicken that we've seen. It's a special one that we've chosen for our farmers to look after. It is a special breed from England. The name is Rose breed. It is very easy to look after. Every farmer that looks after is a member of family, and it takes 5 to 6 weeks to have it ready to be sold. And our farmers, they look after 50 to 100 chickens each, and we sell to the factory to process in cooperative group. So at one time we process up to 400 chickens. And the chicken that we've chosen, it is easy to grow, and we make quick money in short time.
Children in that community are learning that their parents, the adults in that village, have got that confidence, and they're gaining more confidence. That if there are problems, there are also solutions that the local community can develop. Maybe they need to develop additional partnerships with people outside the village, and that's a great thing.
Hello.
You know, development is never linear. Development is not like, you know, going from A to B. It's rarely like that. In my experience, you know, I've worked 30 plus years now in this field, and it is very rare to get something that you plan, you conceptualize, and then you deliver, and it works exactly as you thought. It's only through struggle that we learn, and through struggle and learning, we're able to improve our lives and be good role models. To be a leader with integrity means that it's not living for ourselves, it's living half for ourselves, but half for the people around us, for the world, and so on, contributing more to the world. And that's what Domil is happening in Domil in a very small way. It will grow if it needs time and so on. It may take 10 years, it may take even longer. And even after that 20 years, even after the 2030 journey, when we hope the country will have achieved many of the SDGs and people's living standards and quality of life will be better, there will be need to do more, because this country has an even longer vision, the vision of 2050.
Even though we have upgraded to 3-phase power that can power the freezers and the heavy motors, we constantly have blackouts, and we desperately need to have a backup genset that can supply the power constantly to the oil processing plant. We are optimistic about getting genset. After commissioning the project in August, it's 3 months now, and we are looking forward to get a sponsor to help us get this 3-phase genset. And we just looking forward to that. I'm very optimistic, I'm confident, because this project is not just a Domil Farmers Cooperative. We have invested a lot in this project. We have support from the development partners. We have also received support from the local MP and the governor from the province, and everybody has put a contribution to get this project up to where it is now. And it's just a genset that is a backup that we need, and we're looking forward to get this missing link in, and then we're going to field production.
At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what I think or what anybody from outside think. What really matters is what do the people of Domil themselves think about this. And my discussions with them, they are saying to me, look, we don't have all the funds that we need, you know, to really deliver things. We know, for example, there have been shortages of power there regularly, which has curtailed some of the production, some of what they would like to be achieving. We know that there are plans to try and get a generator there. We know that we are also working with the community to try and ensure that those people, the organizations that promise to bring the new generator, the new chiller, and so on, we're working with them to make sure those things are delivered. But the reason why I'm very confident about the Domil community is because they have a plan. And I'm confident that even if not all the funds are there right sitting with them at the moment, those things will come. And you know, the one of the things that I learned in development in my career is that development, if you think that it's about giving people money and resources, those things will not work. It is only when each of us struggles in our own lives that we really see the value of what we want to achieve, and we start to value it, and we start to protect and preserve the good things that we learned.
It is so decided.
I know that 193 nations have sat together to decide on the future of this planet. by agreeing on 17 Sustainable Development Goals. But I also know that this can only be achieved by all of us working together, starting from where we come from. For me, it's Domil.